Hidden Object Guru here, waiting for news about Directive 8020 while watching the Fan Fest, while playing, and I'm going to say it, delightful video game. Wee Doggy. Let me just let people know this is happening. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. All right. Okay.
I wonder what that's about.
No man can say. All right.
I will admit it. I'm excited for the new He-Man movie.
As well you should be.
I got less excited when I found out that Jared Leto was in it.
Everyone is less excited whenever they hear he's in things.
But
It's not how you spell that.
I am excited for it.
Perfect. All right, notified. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, Coffee. Hey, Cares. I hate to use this term, but that's a silly opinion to have. Dispatch is fine. It's not Directive 8020. Yeah, like...
Or you could be excited for both.
No.
No.
All right. Okay. Let's do this. Perfect. We're also going to be playing Let Them Come Onslaught, and you might be wondering, hey, what is Let Them Come Onslaught? And I'll explain that now. Let Them Come Onslaught is the Survivors-like spin-off of Let Them Come. Let's get that audio nice and down so I can hear the... Alright, done. I will quickly show off Let Them Come to remind you. It's a... Okay. I loaded it up recently to show it off. Now so Let Them Come was a game about battling aliens on a spaceship. You go to different hallways and you shoot different aliens. It's delightful. Okay. And what they've done is, years later, and I mean years later, it is 9 years later, well, 8.5, they've said to themselves, hey, let's do a Survivors-like take on this. And given that the franchise is about endless waves of monsters attacking you, I'm like, perfect franchise for this. So, let's load it up. Oh, and before you ask, yes, when we get Directive 8020 news, I can easily, boom. Oh. Yeah, I can just shut that off and move this over here when it's time to actually watch news. We're ready is my point.
What is this an ad for?
This is some movie.
Oh, okay.
Children should not have watched that. I'm making a joke. Should not have been watched. The preceding thing was... So this isn't Necropolis again? I think you're just wrong about that. Hey, Jesse. Who cares? I think they got top-tier character stuff and top-tier writing. I wouldn't, they're way above what Telltale Games is doing. You might say, but Dispatch isn't Telltale Games. It absolutely is Telltale Games. Oh, there's multiple characters? Oh, there's only 2 characters. That's fine. Auto gun shotgun locked. Alright, well. Is this game in early access? Just so weird to... Oh, no! Okay, that was awesome. Nuclear warhead impact. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I'm limping! Oh, that's so cute. My computer is identifying enemies. And the fact that I need to pick them up. Necromorphosis? Is that what it's called? Photon saber. Ooh. A versatile movement set. Nice.
That game is very, oh god, why am I blanking the author's name? You know, Hellraiser in its art design.
What's that?
What's the Hellraiser author?
Clive Barker.
It feels very Clive Barker.
Well, it's supposed... The art is supposed to look like a mix between Geiger and a little bit of Bekinski. He did all of those really creepy body horror nonsense. Yeah. They're both responsible for that kind of thing.
But
all right.
Do you see what I mean by Clive Barker?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Largely forgotten right now, which is weird.
No, he's got a new Hellraiser game coming out very soon. Yeah.
Just the weirder stuff.
That's true. Okay. Let's pick up items. I'm sorry, there's a Faces of Death horror movie that's not snuff films? That's weird. Well, it's going to be about people making snuff films, so obviously I have to cover it on the show.
What, the movie? They're advertising?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look good to me.
Oh, I'm not going to see it in theaters. You don't go to see any horror movies. I missed what you said there. Who cares? Ooh, is this World of Horror? It's probably World of Horror. Oh my god, did you do a World of Horror RPG? I think you did a World of Horror RPG. Oh my god, that's so fantastic. Or maybe it's a card game. Oh, it's a card game. I'm less interested then.
Hey, we're big fans of the multitask. We're always
hell yeah. I mean, I'm playing a game while I watch this right now. Movement speed, damage negation.
We both just complete university while multitasking?
Oh yeah, obviously. Okay, my hit points aren't great. They made a second In a Violent Nature movie. Here's the thing about In a Violent Nature and how ignorant the people who make review movies are. They were unable to comment. None of the reviews I saw were able to comment on the fact that the whole thing is shot. This one looks to be like much more of a traditional horror movie. The hook of the movie was that they were following the killer around with the camera constantly. So you only see it from stuff he's doing. Right? You don't see the plot otherwise. This, they're just doing like a more traditional slasher film, which is fine. It's hard to do that, and they didn't do it that well the previous time. But I watched it, I read all of these reviews, and none of them were like, oh, this is using the language of video games. Because what the movie is it's an adaptation of basically the Friday the 13th multiplayer game. Ooh, additional bullets. Nice.
Whereas that ad for that one just reminded me of... oh, wait, no. That's not an actual horror movie. It's just a script you wrote. Never mind. Shutting up.
You see, I don't know.
Do you know which script it reminded me of?
Which one? Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like, how do you talk about that movie without discussing the fact that it is not only informed but dominated by the visual language of video games? And the answer is, some people just don't know. Some people not aware of video games, and it's just so strange to watch people compliment parts of it, and I'm like, that's just a video game, man. They've 100% recreated the video game aesthetic, but it is just the video game aesthetic. This is not, unless it's you call it innovation to use a well-established aesthetic in another genre medium, and I guess it kind of is, but still, I don't know what you mean by talk like humans.
I'm a little perplexed by that one too.
Like, is there stylization in the dialogue they use? Maybe, but I think largely it just works.
Well, I remember this being a criticism
Black
of
box.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
No one talks like that. And here's the thing. I kind of talk like that.
Oh, totes.
Like, I know, like,
Is this the new Evil Dead, or?
anytime I've played Supermassive games, I find like, some of the dialogue is sometimes a little awkward, mostly because they're from the UK trying to write American dialogue. So
that
every now and
cannot
again,
help, yeah.
You get hung up on, like, a word.
Oh, we got a
or
game. This might be it.
usage
Hold
line.
on. Yep, this is it. Oh,
I play Brianna Young, who is a pilot assigned to the Cassiopeia, who goes through a very twisted and turn journey just by virtue of what she does, but also with what happens throughout the game. She has no choice but to become a cat, basically, and land on her feet, adapt at all times, and she does it brilliantly. And it's a really high-stakes situation, every twist and turn, and she's very exciting to play.
We know they're dangerous.
I can handle it. I really enjoy playing strong female characters who aren't really diving into that strong word. They have vulnerabilities and there's complications and they're figuring it out and they're trying to aspire to being something greater, but they need the support.
I wasn't sure you'd be here.
She has a father figure character in the story called Stafford, who has taken her under her wing after her father died at a young age. And he protects her to the point where she questions herself a lot, even though she's probably the best in the crew. And it's nice because you get to see what she's trying to figure out behind her eyes, but also make these really like snappy, quick-fired decisions that prove herself to be the best of the best.
You're safe now.
And also step up in a way that makes her father figure proud.
Here you are, still flying for the stars, never giving up.
It's truly a horror, so being able to play that, which I've never done before, is really exciting. There's a lot of running, a lot of looking behind your shoulder, you know, wondering what's there.
Young, what's going on? Sims, she's dead.
ew.
She's been dead for ages.
Then
Boom,
the team
finally.
show you the visuals as we go, and you're like, that's what I'm fighting. Oh, I don't think I'd survive in that,
We got
actually.
concept art of the hunter.
It's wild. It's strange, because it's your face, but it's not your face. But also it's like watching an animation and thinking, oh, that character kind of looks like someone I know. And that someone you know just happens to be you. It's incredible to be able to see all of these characters go through a spectrum of emotions and have as many twists and turns as maybe like multiple movies do. And play it over and over and not know where you're going to go.
If I had died, would you just pop the airlock and send me floating out into space?
For now, let's just both stay alive.
I want to do a game, I want to play a strong character, I want to play a pilot again, I want it to be colourful, and it was all of those things rolled in
Yeah,
one,
I don't
so
understand how
I
a ship that big
didn't have a
can
choice,
land.
it kind of screams at me really.
Oh my god, that's so much footage. I can't wait to start breaking that down. And it looks great. I was worried she was just going to talk and we were going to
Hey
get...
guys, I'm Willa Holland, and our new movie, The Mortuary Assistant, is going to be debuting on Shudder March 27th.
All right, there we go.
Exclusive look, just for you guys at IGN Fan Fest.
It's Willa Holland from,
Which you
what do you call it?
probably should.
You know, Arrow
I hope
and
you
such.
enjoy.
I'm largely unconcerned about there being adaptation of Mortuary Assistant. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm not happy about them downplaying the Dark Pictures connection either, but it looks fantastic. And we finally got confirmation about what happens to Sim's body, thus raising the question. Right, there's this whole she's been dead for a while. Carter's been dead for an equal amount of time. So, is she just gonna say he flew off into space and then hide the body? And why can't you just throw bodies off into space? Yeah. Well, if they do in fact bring it in a patch later on, that's going to make life a lot easier. We're very excited about it. I mean, I enjoyed the Mortuary Assistant. It's not like I didn't like the game, but it didn't really seem like there's enough there to inspire a movie. But we are now, of course, you can basically, with that premise, write anything you want. For example, if you have the Until Dawn name, you can make a Dead by Daylight movie. It's not that hard. So I can't control the shooting. Ow. Jerks. Okay, here we go. Did it? Oh, really? Oh, they're putting out Poppy's Playtime toys. I don't know the Poppy's Playtime did redefine horror for a new generation. I think it was just like a perfectly fine mascot horror game. I don't think it redefined anything. Oh, nice. I hope you're enjoying your meal. I'm really enjoying this Let Them Come Onslaught game. Spoiler alert. I was already a big fan of the franchise. I enjoy the outline they put around everybody. Ooh. You can have ones that you can have an upgrade. Retrieve experimental blueprint. I can do that. Just tell me where it goes. 78 meters, 2 minutes to do it. I like this function. You see this from time to time in Survivor Likes. What is that? Oh, nice. A shield. I think I could probably use a shield. I've had a dash this whole time and I haven't been using it. There we go. But yeah, like, I'm very excited about how good Directive 8020 looks.
Oh, no, not so fast.
All right.
Care to explain yourself? What's
Uh-oh.
going on?
What are you doing? Did you take anything else? No.
They can shoot at people.
No.
Well, that's a problem.
You and I can have that easy. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
That is not necessary.
Afraid it is.
Oh, that's the cooldown for my dash? Damn, that is quite a cooldown.
Hey, yeah, this is Gus over at Rest Stop 38. Got another one of those kids trying to steal a bottle of wine. She looks like she's 12.
I'm 15, asshole.
Ow.
She's cursing now. I know. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I haven't upgraded a level in a while.
I said I'm sorry.
There's no way Carter can be saved.
Her buy you booze. What do you think this is?
Fuck is your problem?
There is no way Carter can be saved. Or Sims can be saved. I think they might make it that everybody in the main, like, all of the NPCs can be saved in the main game. Like, imagine if you could save Joey and Merwin. Whoa, what is happening? Right? But I don't think you're going to be able to save the prologue characters no matter what. Oh, this is bad. I am getting absolutely rocked here.
Now, can you do this? We'll find out.
Oof. And recover 50 HP. Nice.
I mean, and the movie's called Scream. Let's get it out.
I'm very excited for
If you like scary
Scream
movies,
5.
You're in the right place because I am talking to the cast and director of Scream 7, Isabel May, Kevin Williamson, and Nev Campbell. Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Oh.
I would like to start with something that's very important to the Scream franchise, which is opening scenes. And there's probably not a lot that you can tease about the opening scene of Scream 7, but I am curious to know what it sort of adds to the lineage of opening scenes in the Scream franchise.
Okay. Well, this
What is that thing
one,
I'm picking
I
up?
think
Oh, those are
one
the
of
chips for
best
upgrading things.
first
Okay.
15 minutes of a film in history. And I think I'm not the first one to say it. I think many people have said that.
Oh, well.
And because he did that, there's a lot of pressure on the
Photon
whole
saber.
rest of the
Ooh,
films.
wow.
But I think we've pulled it
I can
off
throw
on
the
all of
sword?
them, and we certainly have on.
It kind of became a thing. You know, it definitely was in the first one because I wanted to sort of do the Janet Leigh thing with Psycho, which is, you know,
Well,
an
again,
opening scene that
I
goes
stand by
just
my
long
statement
enough
that
so
the
you
problem
can
with the
punch
Until
the
Dawn
door.
movie was not
You
that
do
they
feel
tried to
that corner
change
where
it.
you think,
It's
okay, this is going on
that
so
they had
long, she's
already
gonna
written
go away,
a
she's gonna
Until
go
Dawn
away.
movie. Sorry, a Dead by Daylight movie, and wanted to do as little work after that as possible. Because there is nothing in it that relates to Until Dawn in any way, shape, or form.
Pressure's on to sort of one up and, you know, and to keep it going.
Okay.
And this one I can't. We don't want to give it away, but
Totally one up it.
Oof, this is really going poorly for me.
go big or go home.
Yeah.
So we went home to go big. That is I think that is as good a tease as you could possibly give without giving anything away. So
Come
I'll
on.
take that. Nev, obviously, you know, you and Kevin have been part of this franchise since day one.
Here we go.
But Kevin, this is your first time directing, and so Nev,
It is weird that Kevin Williamson is directing the new Scream movie.
Scream 7.
Yes.
But he's directed a bunch of movies at this point.
No, no, it was.
It's weird that he's only just now finally directing a movie. I mean,
To direct one of these for a long time, and I don't really
I
understand
guess it was really a
how to do that,
situation where,
and I was
you know,
very excited that I got to make.
you'd
the call.
think after Wes Craven died, they would have just
Discussions.
handed it over to him.
And we were in tears, right? We were in tears, which was really lovely because I was so stoked for him. We've been friends for 30
What is
years,
All Our
and
Stranger?
He created these
Substance is
characters.
fun.
He knows them better than any of us.
I think what I really liked about Substance
So
was
it
it's like
just so
it announced it was too good for subtext. Like the movie is just constantly saying what it's about in a really entertaining way. And I enjoyed that.
I loved it. I loved it.
I loved Dennis Quaid as the concept of the patriarchy in the movie industry.
Since those days, what about returning
perfect
to directing
casting.
sort of surprised you, or were there any?
It's just this
surprising
wonderful
challenges
70s style Hollywood sleaze.
You hit it on the head.
It is weird that that movie was set clearly both in the 70s and in the present day, all at once.
I did have the comfort level.
But again, it's more about the idea of the entertainment industry than the entertainment industry.
I wanted to stay nervous. I wanted to stay on my toes. I didn't want to ever get too comfortable. Like, oh, I know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
Substance
No, I
was good, but
don't.
what is
I
All
have
Our
to, like,
Stranger?
constantly show up every day and try to tell the best story, you know, and really work hard. So I tried to approach it as if it was.
I will download it
the last
post-haste,
time I was ever
DTG.
gonna direct.
I'm looking for a little Scream 7 news before we go.
It might be. So you just have to sort of like, you know, go big or go home and just really just give it everything you have and surround yourself with wonderful
We get to
cast.
go
Yeah,
see
I
Scream
love
7 this
feel great.
weekend, and I encourage everyone to do so.
Obviously, you're joining the franchise as Tatum, as Sydney's daughter. I'm really curious to know
Careful.
from a performance perspective. Did you find
Chips.
yourself trying to emulate sort of pieces of Nev's performance as Sydney, or was it important to try to go your own way with it, or find a balance?
Really feel like I should have found a magnet by now.
I was definitely inspired by the way that she has portrayed Sydney for all of these years, and kind of wanted to emulate that a little bit. But
Well, what I
obviously
would have liked if
she
they had in
her own
any way
personality,
adapted
her
Until
own
Dawn, because you know what? It's a
energy and
perfectly good
essence.
story.
And that must have been
And
sort
they
of
didn't
a
come up with a
funny
perfectly good
experience for you,
story.
Nev, seeing
They
the
just did
guys
Dead
all
by
come in
Daylight,
and sort of step
which,
into
you
the
know,
shoes that you were in the first movie.
did not have much of a
Any
story.
advice going over to Isabel at all on
It's
set
like
about
because
how
you're
to
you're trapped in the fog.
She's
Every night
great.
there's a
She
different
was-
monster
she's
chasing
great,
you.
to be honest.
You
And
gradually
I
lose your
think
will to
as
live and
well as
become
the
a
failure that, you know, I did
what do you
talk to
call
her
that
just
thing?
about how to keep your energy
Ghast or
levels
a
up and,
something like that,
pace
haunt,
yourself, because of
whatever
these
they call
films, you know,
the zombies.
schedule, we're shooting nights and then days and then
Don't
nights.
get me
And
wrong, I
it's
wanna see
very
Scream.
challenging,
So-
both
Mhm.
mentally and physically. So
I
did talk about
still
that,
am.
but
I
she's
feel like
such a talent.
if
And
you're
when it
going
comes
back to the
to
original cast,
performance
the
of being like Sydney, I
movies
think
are
that
hurt
comes
by
down
Oh, I'm in
to
real
honesty.
trouble.
I think, you know,
Yeah,
there's a weight
absolutely.
to
But they had to do
Sydney,
something
and
dramatic for
there's a weight
7.
to Isabel personally. Not in
Sorry,
that,
for 5 to
but
justify
she
coming
gave
back.
gravitas to her.
That is how legacy sequels work.
Energy as well.
It's also
Boom.
Scream, where you can talk about a legacy sequel and then subvert that.
Yeah. No, I
Although
haven't
they've
seen that.
forgotten about subverting the,
Oh, yeah.
horror movie tropes.
Oh, I know.
Of course,
But I
piece
am
of this
excited
movie
for
that is a
7
massive
'cause,
mystery and
Matthew
will
will-
remain so.
Well, the important thing to remember about Scream is that it never subverted tropes. It just announced, it just called out the tropes before it did it. It never subverted anything. It just loudly said, here's the trope we're going to do. And then everyone thought, well, they're not going to do that trope because they just said that trope. And then the surprise was they did it anyway, and you didn't see it coming because they announced they were going to do it. It was a reverse magic trick. Scream is the Penn and Teller of horror movies.
But I'm saying,
No!
if you want to continue the series, the way to surprise us is to start subverting tropes.
And maybe they can. We'll see. All right, so damage, utility, survivability. Okay, so what are the characters? So we got complete crash site, complete space station. Okay, dash. I already got 3 achievements. That's nice.
I'm fascinated by
Shotgun. Raise the blaster to level 8 to unlock. Okay.
Although she was filming this, does that mean she's
what are some of the
barely
technical
in the next season
nuances of the
Lincoln Lawyer?
performance of
I guess,
the
yeah.
Ghostface encounter that
We'll
people
have to
may
check it
be
out.
Well,
But
she
she's
does
already.
character
something that's harder
That's
than
true.
it looks on screen.
I know the challenge for me with these films has always been, I mean, you're
Pickup range.
always in a state of fear, you know, these characters. And Sydney, less so now because she's got a bit of I've got this, but it's
Kill
still
2,000
there.
enemies to unlock.
If you're going to be
I
truthful, it has to be there. And for me, the
5
challenge
because
has
I can
always been
remember
that
it.
having
There you
fun is
go.
so
I
bad.
barely
It can't all
remember
be
Scream
running away.
6.
It has to, you know,
Yeah.
you have to find what levels of fear
I do like that
and what levels of
Penitentiary was
strength
back
she
in
has in every
series, and
moment
I
and
kinda
why.
hope she's in the next movie.
Yeah, I
Well,
would say
Scream 2
that's
is my favorite
probably
Scream.
the challenges. Each
So I
of
was
them
very
is
happy
different
that
depending on
Scream
what's
6 was a
happening
remake of Scream
personally
2.
within the scene. It's not just about, oh, here we go. You know, there's a lot of other things going on.
Oh, I can't afford anything else.
Progression
All right,
and
now that I've
being
leveled
tame,
up,
obviously, that
let's
kind
try
of
this again.
state
Which I
for as
really
long as you
enjoyed.
close
Oh God,
you
what's his
can.
name?
Oh yeah.
I think
You know,
in a
guy
very
that used to
technical
look
way.
like Johnny Depp before Johnny Depp
Screaming without
did something to himself.
screaming.
Oh,
I
Skeet
sort of
Ulrich.
learned
Skeet
to
Ulrich.
place
The
it
better
somewhere in
Johnny
your
Depp
throat
was,
where you're not actually using vocal
back and
cords.
looking
I
great,
don't know if
which
you
I
did, but
really
that's how I made
That was nice.
without losing my voice because that's
They
what I was
did
very
that
fearful
reverse
of, is,
time
oh,
thing on
no,
him
suddenly production stops
to make him
because
look like
one
the
of your
teen
actors
version of
can't
him.
say anything,
It's one of the
or they're
few
just gonna have
examples
to
that
dump the
actually
crap
looked
out of
good.
it.
And
Oh, yeah.
Probably because he's
Fortunately, that
aged
did
so
not
well,
happen,
but
but
Mm.
yeah.
and
And I was also
hasn't,
nervous.
you know,
I really
effed up
wanted.
his face with plastic
I remember
surgery.
you hadn't heard me
Right.
scream yet, and
Botox and
you
whatnot.
kind of had
Yeah.
a little talk. You're like, hey, you know, now can you do this? It's like,
No.
we'll
Go to
find
see
out.
Scream 7 this weekend.
Well,
Very
also,
excited
there's
about
this
it.
thing
Also,
about
it's coming
when
at the
you
same
fake a
weekend
scream,
as
you
Resident
can
Evil
tell-
9.
You can tell someone's faking a scream.
I feel like he's going to say Game of Thrones because he's actually a fan of the Game of Thrones books.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch Stranger Things. It
Stranger Things, neither one of us was like invested in.
yeah. It seems like it was a worse conclusion,
Yeah.
but Game of Thrones kind of violated everything the show was about,
Movie's called Scream. Let's get it out.
you know, in a very frustrating way.
I'd like to know. Obviously, Wes Craven is very much. The
I will
spirit
never
of
forgive
these
them
films,
for
very
at the end of the
good
show,
of course.
them being
For
like,
each of
and
you,
now
can
the
you recommend
wildlings are
best
going
piece of
back to the
advice
north.
that Wes Craven ever gave
Because
you?
we didn't really want to be south, and I'm
his
like,
advice was his
all the
everything.
wildlings have
It
done
was
for the past 2,000
calm
years is try to
and
get south because life
patient
sucks so much
and
north.
playful and
This is
joyful.
idiocy. Who wrote this?
Loved what he did.
Well,
He
It's
loved
absolutely
his
true, Jesse.
movies. He loved making
because
people scared. He's had sort of
All
a twisted
studios
sense
are
of
run
humor,
by money
and
men
I don't want to say he didn't
want
take it
to
too seriously,
see
'cause
some
he
kind of
did,
breakdown
but at the
of
same time,
fandom, and the
there was just a
fandom they
lightness to
will
him that was just so
attract.
beautiful. So
And
it wasn't
nostalgia's
piece
how
of
you do
advice
that.
as much as
New
we
ideas
follow
are
the lead,
quantifiable.
you
Yeah.
know, through
They.
energy,
What I
through
always
the
explain to
energy, the
people is that
casting,
movies aren't
everyone
made
else that
by
was led
executives
by
anymore. They're made by
the person sitting at the
spreadsheets.
top. And
So unless the
as he came
spreadsheet
from
starts out with a
joy
positive
and
integer
love
on it,
and a passion for this
they
business
won't make the
and
thing.
a patience.
And
Like,
as
we also
my
had
lady
choices,
here
and
says,
really,
if
it
it's
was-
not an
it's
existing
always been
property,
very joyful.
there's literally nothing to plug into the spreadsheet. So they just won't even consider it.
Like, I was
my
literally
first
just
movie
reading an
experience,
article about K-pop
and
Demon Hunters.
I didn't realize
being
at
like,
the time
yeah,
that
Netflix
the
fell
writers
ass
of the first
backwards
person
into
would
that
get kicked
success.
Yep.
And like, meanwhile, Sony is the one that like passed on it.
Yep.
They could have had the biggest success in an animated movie in years. Like, they didn't even manufacture any toys.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Photographer, and they were setting up a shot, and I go, "Well, why did you do it that way?" Why? You know, he would stop everything and explain it to me.
Yeah, I will never understand about the Stranger Things guys, the fact that they tried to that like they had 3 years to write the final season, and they like just didn't do it. I'm like, could you not have set? I mean, I know you were working on a play version of Stranger Things, which, by the way, weird choice. Maybe do that after the show is over. If you want to do a play thing, you can wait until the show is over and do the play. But no, they wanted to do a play while it was super popular.
I mean, I don't really understand how that was that hard to write the play.
I don't know. I mean, no, because you're involved in the production all the way through. It's time-consuming to actually be there and cast people and figure out how to do sets, the sets you want on stage. Like, it's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. They wanted to do it themselves. You know? I always find it hilarious when a stream like FanFest has sponsors and ads, and I'm like, this is just ads. I'm watching a stream of ads, so don't also have ads in the ads stream.
I know, right?
That's insane. But yeah, that's tracking coordinates. Here we go. Black box? Black box. Or is it a shotgun? No.
Subscribe to IGN Movies and TV for more.
I cannot wait to find out.
Bad at math, great at movies.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing?
I can't believe we are only hours away from Resident Evil. Comes out at midnight, everybody. We're pretty excited. I know we're going to. I had to check to see if I had a review copy. It's like I'm not getting a review copy, so we are going to have to get it. Not that I'm complaining.
The wife is the ghostwriter, and that's why when they're not there, it sucks.
Oh.
You, George Lucas. Okay, she was the editor.
She was the editor, but still, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Okay, defense system, that hurt. Yeah. Just like Mary Curie. Apparently pretty good. I haven't played it yet. I will happily soon. Ah, come on. Okay, well, I'm trapped. This is not good. Oh, this is going poorly. The chest is right there, but I have to finish the quest first. Oh, health. I needed that. Did I take health damage to get it? Yes. No! Oh, this is going so poorly. The demo, yeah?
Oh, it was the demo.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, okay, come on, this is going well.
It's all muddled up with the tiny little bit of the, what was the
God-awful Dial of Destiny movie.
Destiny that we tried to watch, turned off, and never went back to.
It's real bad.
Indiana Jones fans? Yikes.
Well, they lost a lot of goodwill with Crystal Skull.
After years of research,
7,
scientists have
6,
concluded
5,
that's called
4.
space.
No, they got me.
Unfortunately, that still leaves
This
us
game
with
is pretty
a lot of
delightful, I'm not gonna lie.
Luckily, a bunch of upcoming games, movies, and shows dare to ask, what happens in space? See for yourself.
What do you mean? It looks like they're both going on a massive downfall.
Well, I mean, I haven't really followed a lot about the guys who did Stranger Things. But I know in the Game of Thrones things, I think they let all the praise go to their heads.
Yeah. Well, I think, and the weird part is, I think the Duffer Brothers get a lot more, not goodwill, but I guess people were patient with them because they're not adapting an existing thing people love.
Exactly, yeah, because it's their own thing. And I think that's why you get a little more respect for them, even if the finale wasn't great. Whereas the guys who did Game of Thrones
just ruined Game of Thrones.
Seem to have like. I'm trying to think of a nice way to say crawled up their own asses.
Yeah, it's bad.
So much that they thought that they were like the authors of like authors of like Game of Thrones when it's based on a popular like book series.
Yep.
Like. I was telling Hoguru here that I was like, it feels weird to see a credit on Heated Rivalry created by, I forget his name, Jacob Tierney, I think his name is?
Yeah. And not the person who wrote the book.
And not the person who wrote the book.
Now, it's just a TV writing credit, but yeah. No,
and
I do know what you're saying.
It could be a union thing.
Oh, yeah, it is a
I
union
am
thing.
impressed by the writer-director who has said, like, and constantly gives credit
Yeah.
to the
Original author, yeah.
Which, hey, that's fantastic.
It
Especially
is.
since the show is literally, like, just a straight adaptation.
I mean, fundamentally, we just have to blame George Martin for this. But they took the heat because they did such a bad finale.
Well, he backed off of being in the production.
Exactly.
Couldn't get anything else done. But then they also didn't follow his suggested outlines.
No, that was a big problem,
And
yeah.
that's a big problem. So I would say it's also like whoever the production, company is by not,
Oh, totally.
She can dive underwater, which is a big
Careful.
thing. Now you can explore the depths and the oceans of.
Yeah, and people didn't like Stannis Baratheon burning his child alive to get, the Lord of Light on his side, which I understand that. But, that's the big thing where they said, oh, you don't care about the actual plot. Because, and I can't stress this enough, like, she's not even with him in the books. Meaning, she's going to get burned alive to bring back Jon Snow. Let me check. Yellow. Nobody there. Obviously an advertising call. No, I think it's fine if Bran becomes king of Westeros. I mean, what do I always say? If in the first chapter of a book series, a guy is horribly injured and becomes a cripple, in the last chapter of that book series, he's going to be the king of the country. Like, that's just how narrative works, structurally. Right? Bran was always going to wind up being king, but it would have gotten there much more believably. I think that's definitely the case. Supply drop located. Tell me more.
Okay, that game looks good.
It did. Well, it's Planet of Lana 2, and I'm absolutely obsessed with Planet of Lana. So it's not a surprise that we're going to be playing the heck out of Planet of Lana 2, believe me. Yeah, it's I know. The genius of Planet of Lana is that it was very much an out of this world style puzzle platformer, like in the most retro way, and the genius is it doesn't have like any interest in doing realistic graphics. So it's just got this beautifully animated world. Oh, I love it so much.
Hey, are any of those avocados ready?
I will check. Probably by now, yes. But I will check to be sure. We do love avocados in this house. Oh, I can totally make you guacamole later. We got onions and tomatoes. Come on!
Jalapeno pepper.
Jalapeno is one of the best kind of peppers.
We make our own jalapeno pepper, y'all, and it is the greatest thing we've ever created. I know we didn't create it. My aunt actually created it.
It's still great, though. Cooling fluid, please. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. That was a very, seemed like a very dumb twist that nobody liked.
Is he ever coming out with more books, or is he giving up?
Oh, I think he's given up. There would be no point. Like, I mean, honestly, someone might be able to edit 2 more books out of what he's written already, because he's got like 1,200 pages just sitting there. But I don't think he has in any mood to release them. You might say, well, won't people sue him? And I understand why you would think that. What you got to remember is that I think they know that fundamentally they've already made so much money off of him that like demanding the $10 million they prepaid him back would kind of look petty.
Well, they did it to Robert Jordan.
They did, but Robert Jordan didn't have an unbelievably successful TV show that made everybody hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's strange. Like after his death, they did.
No, nobody made any money off of the Wheel of Time show.
Really?
It got canceled after 2 years.
But it was super popular. No one
Very
understands why it was
briefly. I know, very briefly. But it didn't sell merch the way Game of Thrones sold merch.
I didn't know Game of Thrones was selling.
Oh my god, people love all of those logos. All of those house logos. They want them on everything. Like, it's a huge part of the fandom. People get Game of Thrones house logo tattoos. We all might like Wheel of Time, or we might not, depending on the person. But it never had the kind of cultural penetration Game of Thrones did.
I liked Wheel of Time.
Yeah.
Until it betrayed its own.
There you go.
Until he became just a jackass.
It's a problem. This is like the slowest dash cooldown I've ever seen.
Show because I just felt so betrayed by the books, and like everybody's like, "But no, the show's good," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get that, but like."
Yep. Careful. Careful. This is good, right? Ow. Okay, well, what was the idea there? What did we accomplish?
Well,
oh, there's something over there.
I don't think they would remake the ending.
No, no. They will just let the book be the book.
Yeah.
It would cost way too much money for limited appeal. They'll just let it sit. Damage of all weapons, yes, please. Oh, spaceships are fighting. Wonder why they're so mad at each other. Ugh. So, here's what I really respect about this game. And what I respect... Oh, it's the Battlestar Galactica tactical game. What I respect about this whole genre of games is taking the sprite you already own and just making a new game with it. You own all these sprites. You built all these sprites for your game. So now, let's just employ that to make a second game. All of these creatures were featured in Let Them Come. So they've just been sitting on people's hard drives for more than half a decade. Now they're like, you know what? We got all these beautiful sprites with these cute, you know, claymation-looking animations. Let's just make a game. I respect them so much. And it's not just because I already loved this franchise. It's because it's an intelligent use of resources. And I kind of love that the game that started it was not... that started the glut of these games... was not a game that was just reusing... that was also reusing resources. It's just, it was reusing resources that the developers didn't own. And the fact that they got away with it is kind of amazing. Because if you play Vampire Survivors right from the beginning, literally every character in the game is just a redrawn sprite from... well, not every. As they expanded, they had more original characters. But almost every character in the game is just a redrawn character from Castlevania. Like, to a ridiculous extent. Oh my god, I finally found a magnet! Oh. So if I get Blaster up to level 8, then I can use it at the start of levels. Rather than just auto-gun or shotgun. Oh my god, there's so many of these guys. Oh, Bolt Gun 2's coming out. When's that happening? Yeah, and that is what really seems to have killed the careers of the Dan and Dave, the Benioff and... oh god, I don't remember the other one's name. What seems to have killed their career was that they had a deal with HBO, and HBO wanted 10 seasons of the show. But they wanted to go off and do Star Wars. And so they said, no, we're going to end the show prematurely because we want to go off and do Star Wars. And HBO was like, you could just let other people run the show for the last 2 seasons and you guys just supervise while you're off making Star Wars. And they said, no, we want to be the ones that get full credit for everything. We don't, if someone else ends the show well, we don't want them getting credit. So they selfishly did 2 fewer seasons of the show than HBO wanted, and that the books clearly needed, specifically because they wanted to run off and do their Star Wars show. And this is the wonderful, karma being consequences for your actions. Disney immediately canceled their Star Wars movies when they found out how much everybody hated the end of Game of Thrones. Which is kind of nice.
Again, see my previous statement in elegant statement.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why I say that.
When the sun goes down,
No, you're right.
all your favorite iconic worlds will come to life in a whole new way.
It's just a Universal Studios thing.
Step into the world of Scooby-Doo,
I saw
One
Star
Piece,
Trek.
Super Nintendo World,
And Scooby-Doo
Dungeons
stuff.
and Dragons, and the Wizarding
Okay, we
World of
love
Harry Potter,
Scooby-Doo.
with
We
new
do love
in-world
Scooby-Doo.
experiences, themed
We
food,
won't mention
new
the other
merchandise,
thing
and
that
much more.
No, we will not.
Episode in real life,
Scooby-Doo is awesome.
venture into the Forbidden
History
Forest to search for a
Incorporated is one of
lost
the greatest
hippogriff,
shows of all time.
interact with characters
There,
and storylines
I
from
said.
One Piece,
I know,
and meet
I
a
agree.
wide array of all the different colored Yoshis in the
Oof.
colorful Yoshi celebration at
Starfleet
That is a lot of
Universal
Yoshis.
Fan Fest is looking to
Not
be bigger and
good.
better in 2026.
Yeah.
Don't miss it.
It's like bad fan fiction.
You're watching
Oof.
IGN FanFest. So far today,
It's
we've taken
interesting
brand
that
new
the
looks
one
at Scream 7
decent
and a
episode
suite of new Warhammer
is
40K
the episode
games.
that's
Wow.
co-written by oh god, what's her name? From
Hell yeah,
Lower Decks.
Yes.
We're wild women of wrestling.
All right, here we go.
Open a big old can of whoop ass. Let's go.
Come on, Autogun, you can do this. I'm trying to level 8 a weapon before we stop.
The only glad I can't hear this audio
It's wrestling stuff.
because this wrestling
Promo,
person
yeah.
seems very irritating.
She seems like a lot.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh,
Wait, hold on. There's no way that's
I have to look for
actually allowed. That'd be
survivors.
so illegal.
Listen. 3 letters.
At crash location, we can do this.
10 different flavors of pig.
I don't think they didn't allow him. I think he left to go work on other shows, none of which happened.
Fine, just let me just do my job.
He wanted to go work on other shows and movies, which turns out to have not been the best idea. But as simply put, and again, I don't want to make the man sound like a mercenary, but, and my lady can back me up on this one because she knows how it works.
The Cinefix Top 100.
He got paid the same whether he showed up to the set of Game of Thrones or not. Meaning, if he doesn't show up to the set, he can go and make a lot more money working on something else. Like, they have to pay him huge amounts of money whether he's working on the show or he isn't. Because it's his property and that's how the contracts work. And consequently, it was worth more money for him to go off and try and develop other projects.
And I mean, you know more about George R. R. Martin than I do.
Yeah.
But he's actually done a ton of television.
Oh yeah, he created what do you call it? Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. And I've always felt like he would prefer to be doing television.
Oh yeah, totally.
And not have to sit and write a novel.
Yep.
But he also is.
Catch up with your Super Nintendos on Nintendo.
I don't know, narcissistic? No, that's not.
No.
But he's so like owning his own properties
Yeah.
that he can't let go. And I think modern television writing rooms and the way they set up a television show also isn't suited for him.
Well, the interesting thing is he only wrote Game of Thrones because Fox stole a TV show from him. He developed a show about people hopping from one dimension to another looking for something. And Fox is like, here's some money to develop this, blah, 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 blah. Go shoot a pilot, great. And they didn't buy the pilot, and then the next year they bought the show Sliders, which is the exact same show he had just made for them. Like, the exact same show that he had just made for them. And he was kind of ticked off about that, and he's like, should I sue? And his agent's like, no, don't sue. You're still liked in television. You're going to be able to get work. Just go away for a year, calm down, work on a book or whatever, work on more of your short stories, whatever you want to do, then come back and I'll get you a TV writing gig. And what he did in that year off was write Game of Thrones. And he ended up, well, I mean, you were there when it came out. Game of Thrones got huge right away. It was a giant hit right away. And so he immediately said, oh, screw it, I don't have to do TV anymore. I can just write these books and go to conventions and do readings and be celebrated. And that's what he did for a long time until he decided to come back to television when someone came to him with the pitch. I remember Don't Drop the Cake. I was bad at it. It's a game about not dropping a cake. You know, you have to get around a area without dropping a cake. I was real bad at it. Okay.
Put it to the test against your
It's a
enemy's
game called
creations.
Kiln,
This
where you
is
make
a
a pot
quench
body and then
meaning that your
fight in it.
objective is to put out the enemy kiln before
That's
they
weird,
can
right?
use yours.
I mean, I
And at the
appreciate
center
the
of this
weirdness
is your
of it.
custom
Yeah,
pot.
they're
This
taking
pot
chances and
is
doing
one
strange
of the
things. You
stats
gotta
you'll
respect
need to
that.
balance your team to win.
Yeah, I just feel like
Athena's
he's not
warrior
really
is all
suited to
about
writing
strategy.
books because he doesn't
This
seem to
map
have the
features
focus to be able to
multiple
sit and just
routes,
write it.
Well, he used to, but not anymore.
And I also feel like he wants to own everything, so he's not really suited for like he really should be working in a room full of writers.
Yeah.
Who are
I think that would be a good fit. You're right.
executing his vision. I think
Yeah.
that would be the best use of his skills and imagination.
That makes sense.
And yes, I would have enjoyed his version of Sliders because I'm sure it would have been better.
Oh, yeah.
You can use it to activate sponges around the battlefield. Sponges are
Yeah, no, he'd get paid, but what you got to remember is, yeah, he get paid a script fee for writing episodes, but
or if you're feeling evil, activate the enemy's
hey, Joanna, yeah, he got paid a script fee whenever he wrote an episode, but again, imagine that script fee is something like, $60,000. That's great, but it's a lot of work doing that, and when you're getting paid $4 million for a season of television, whether you show up or not, that $60,000 doesn't seem that important for the amount of work it takes to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying the $60,000 is a rounding error, but when you're getting paid $4 million that year, it's kind of a rounding error. I mean, tell me if my math's wrong here. That's 1.5% of the rest of the money you're making that year. So you're telling me the months of work you have to do to write an episode of television to get paid 1.5% more that year? No, he didn't bother with it anymore. It's too much work for not enough money.
I haven't had a donut in forever.
Don't you have a donut in the freezer right now?
Oh, a donut muffin.
Yeah.
Those are different.
Oh, okay. Well, we could go to her store and see if she has any donuts. $1.19 sounds like a good deal.
I grew up with, and the other gluten-free bakery, strangely, did actually
Manage to recreate that?
Actually, kind of almost recreated that recipe.
That's kind of awesome.
But now they've gone super elaborate and changed their recipes. So like they're like, don't you want the Homer Simpson donut? And I'm like, I literally just want a deep fried cinnamon donut. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Yeah, my hometown has, and still has, a bakery that's been there for, well, let's put it this way. My grandmother went there as a child, and it was the same recipe. So it wasn't like a modern donut. It's more like a, cake donut?
Cake donut, yeah.
But it's like, they're the best things ever.
I did not watch Last of Us Season 2. I'll have to, before Season 3 comes out.
Yeah, strangely we forgot to watch it.
Yeah, it's very embarrassing. Well, I promised somebody I'd miss the objective. I'm so embarrassed now. You okay?
Yeah.
My lady burned herself.
Well, it's more taking something out of the toaster quickly.
Ah, okay. So you only burned yourself a little. There's going to be combined weapons in this, right? Careful. Like later, they're going to do the thing where I upgrade weapons to super weapons, right? Because these weapons are good, but I got 2 level 8 weapons here. And I've seen no sign of a super weapon. I thought Roman Polanski died. Did he not die?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I thought he was dead. No, never been a fan of Neil Druckmann's writing. I think Uncharted had better writing than Last of Us. And when they lost their writer, it really hurt the series.
I mean, Roman Polanski can't go back to America.
Famously.
Because he's a criminal.
A monster criminal.
Once again, to step up to the plate and experience the backyard magic.
Screw that guy.
Familiar faces,
Yeah.
exciting new game modes, and lots of surprises.
Guy who writes Last of Us.
First time in
Oh, cool.
15 years. Backyard
Yeah.
baseball
I never thought much of the story of those games and the script.
Mac users can wishlist the game right now on
But that's just
and
me.
console players should head over to backyardbaseball.com for all
Large okay, boss time.
this brand new trailer from Backyard
Let's
Baseball.
do this.
And make sure you stick around until the end for a little
So famously, there's a Chthonian in, oh, here we go. Oh, you're not allowed to run away from the boss. That's just actually kind of cool. Anytime you want to start shooting the boss guy. Is he going to have a ranged weapon? Oh, yeah, I figured. You're real psyched about not using that flamethrower efficiently to fight this guy, aren't you? Okay, that was a mistake. Oh, that was bad. I don't know how I didn't get hit. Directive 8020 happened right at the start. We're just wrapping up this game of... there we go. Onslaught before we wrap up the stream. But I will say, very happy with the new footage, and it's huge amounts of new footage. Like, lots of new footage, lots of new dialogue. Lashana Lynch really seems to enjoy working on it. Now, it's not going to be the best interview about a character that I've ever seen in my life, which is... oh, God, why can I never remember the name of the woman who played Rachel? I'm so embarrassed. Especially because she's, like, famous from the High School Musical movies. Anyway, I can never remember her name because I didn't watch the High School Musical movies. Well, now I've seen one for a quiz, but, you know, there you go. Anyway, she played Sharpay.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Oh, no, of course.
We can just
Anyway,
call her Sharpay.
in the greatest interview anyone has ever done about the character, oh, no, I had to kill him before the time ran out because that's when the nuke's getting here. Oh, now I feel like an idiot. I was trying to play for time, but no, you have to kill him. All right. But anyway, as I was saying, there's this wonderful interview with her on the DVD in the special features of House of Ashes. Well, that was not great. And what he said, and they say to her, like, you know, what do you relate to about, like, about this character you're playing? And she's like, I don't think it's really necessary to relate to a character you're playing. I'm like, oh, that's so amazing. You know you're playing the villain. All right, so I can now starting weapon as a blaster.
Oh, it's not on their channel yet.
A bunch of things have gone wrong.
Oh, weird.
Some parts of the vocals have far too much reverb on them.
Who was Charles Manson? No, he wouldn't make sense in Dead by Daylight.
Fix that.
I tried to never think about Charles Manson because what Charles Manson most wanted was to everyone to remember him.
Yeah, he was obsessed with fame. That's why he did all of that. That's why we don't talk about him. All right. So now we've unlocked new things by completing... Okay, I get it. Health pickups at full health and damage boost. Nice. Ooh, weapon cooldown. Damage.
Let's export the
range.
to a far stranger assignment. The mystery.
Okay. I don't have the blueprint for that one.
Oh, Roman Polanski's not dead. There was an internet hoax announcing it.
Okay, I had thought he had died.
Nobody has listened to these tapes in more
I'm
than
embarrassed
50
now.
years.
I feel like I would have been really happy.
Oh, yeah.
Further, he falls into a spiral of dark creativity.
Well, you should be able to rewind in the live stream.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It was about, what, 10 minutes in?
Yeah, it was about 10, 12 minutes into our live stream. They did it right away. I'm very happy about that, in fact. Aww. Oh, yeah, I thought that The Last of Us was not a particularly well-written video game. Wasn't impressed with the character, wasn't impressed with the plot twists. Just don't think he's a very good writer.
But if he wrote the Nick Offerman episode...
Oh, if he wrote the Nick Offerman thing, great. Then he's really improved.
Is that the episode you mean?
Yeah. Shotgun.
Maybe he's just better in a different medium.
That can happen.
Lie there listening to the generator.
Boom. Oh, I can't believe we're getting another Silent Hill game later this year. Yep, Silent Hill Townfall. It looks so good. Damage, pick up range.
Because of something so stupid.
Boom.
Lovers spat.
What is rollover and die?
I'm in so much trouble. It just... God, it drives me crazy. Stupid. Absent-mindedness.
I have not heard of this.
Not nice. That's what he usually says.
Come on. Guys keep shooting weapons at me. I don't like it. Alright.
I shouldn't have come back.
Horror fishing? Is it horror fishing 2? Have they made a horror fishing 2? If they made a horror fishing 2, I'm going to be really happy. Bolt discharge. Ooh. That sounds like a great weapon.
Almost done.
You know...
Anyone hiding down here?
Yep. I think it's horror fishing. You know, I will say this for Dredge. It must be great for the guys who made Dredge to effectively create a genre that suddenly everyone is like, oh my god, I never knew. Oh no, it's not. Okay, horror fishing too. It's just out fishing. It's like no one knew that they desperately needed the horror fishing genre. And then they created it, and suddenly everyone's like, we need more horror fishing.
Today we want to share a little bit about how Outbound grew into what we've calling a cozy survival game.
What's that?
When we first set out,
Nightmare Fuel is just something you can't get out of your head because it's so scary.
Exploration and those quiet little moments.
I think X-Files is better than Bones.
Oh, 100%, no question. Bones is not a good show.
No, it is not.
Yeah, there's a reason that it was the favorite show of Mr. Peanut Butter on.
And Lucifer.
Oh God, yeah. There is this wonderful ongoing on BoJack and Lucifer. See, the running joke of the biggest running joke of the show Lucifer. There's a lot of them, but I think the best and most consistent running joke is that he has terrible taste in media. Like, he likes only the worst television and movies. And so when they got canceled and Bones didn't, after that, because they had already established in the first 3 seasons that he has the worst taste in media. Again, he had watched the movies she was in. That's how bad his taste in movies is. Right? So he just has the worst taste in movies. And so after they got canceled and Bones got renewed for like a 10th season, they started making all sorts of references to him being a Bones superfan who can't get enough Bones. And it's like because it's the best backhanded compliment possible.
My favorite thing is them talking about the Bones
reboot. No, the reboot.
Oh, the reboot show.
The reboot 30 years later.
I feel like that's about to happen.
Yeah, where Bones and Booth's daughter has to work with a cyborg who doesn't have any bones. It sounded amazing.
Yes. So, in your question about what's better, X-Files or Bones, we're saying Lucifer.
Yeah, Lucifer's the answer. Game of Thrones over House of the Dragon, but I'll wait until House of the Dragon is over before I make any firm statements there.
I got bored with Game of Thrones.
It's got a lot of Matt Smith. Everybody loves Matt Smith. I think that helps. Photon Lance. Prioritizes bosses? Hell yes. No, he did not, Jalil. He did not actually kill anyone himself. He just ran a cult that resulted in people getting murdered. Okay. Charlie Watson was responsible for a lot of, if not most of the murders. Boom. Gesundheit. Ooh.
The 2008 writer's strike.
People stopped writing until they got a better contract, so they didn't do any shows for a while. That's the whole story. It's not a complicated story, Gesundheit. It famously interrupted. What's that? They demanded 8 more episodes, and they were like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Hold on, I think there's no sneeze coming.
Yeah, there is. Oh, sweetie, Gesundheit. Ow. You're a mess right now. You okay? Feeling any better? All right, that's what I want to hear.
The 2008 writer's strike resulted in something amazing, and that was the late night shows going and doing shows without writers.
Yeah.
So, like, the best one was Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
Because there were no writers, but Conan O'Brien is a comedian and writer in his own.
Yeah, he's a writer first.
Right. So, Conan just being as weird as possible.
Yeah. Nothing would be different, Diego. They would have just had another guy.
I agree. He should write for Supermassive.
That would be great.
And
Oh my
we're gonna
god.
leave it at that.
Yeah. Hey, Supermass, if you're listening, I'm available.
He is
ready to
available.
work. All right.
And can do the amount of writing that 3 to 5 people can do.
Yeah, no, hiring me is the same as hiring a team of writers.
Yes.
Boom.
Tucker Carlson, given what we know about him, would be the same person.
Yeah. He'd be the same person. He was already that person, and
What
Fox News wouldn't be any different
people
because
don't know about
it's all
Tucker Carlson,
interchangeable.
Well, it's out there, but people don't realize.
Yeah.
Is that Tucker Carlson's dad was also a quote-unquote journalist
Yeah.
and an intolerant asshole.
By which you mean a CIA guy.
Yeah.
A CIA guy who ran Radio Free Europe, and that was also a journalist. And he advised his son, when his son was too incompetent to get into the CIA, he said, just go be a reporter, a journalist. There is no standard. There is no bottom standard. No one is too dumb to be a journalist. Interestingly, in television writing, the person in charge of the show is usually de facto the head writer. What happens is they have the person who is the executive producer of the show. And there could be a number of executive producers because it is just a title, and at a certain point, the star of any show is going to be so involved in the production of the show that they will be an executive producer. And there's a degree to which that is an honorary title, i.e. the star of the show is not going to be getting in every phone call with every stakeholder the way a showrunner does.
But sometimes the stars of the show can help to steer the
Oh,
show.
obvious. No, they do. They have. I'm not saying they don't have creative input. I'm saying they're not doing the nitty gritty work. Obviously, they still have. They demand creative input because it's after season 2. It's the stars show. You know, that's just the way it works. Because that's who the audience is attached to. Like, and they may not realize they're attached to the writing of a certain person, even if they are. But you know what? NCIS has survived how many seasons past the original showrunner getting fired? I'm not really familiar with Anna Taylor-Joy Diego.
Isn't she the one from that chess show?
Is she? Okay, well, she was fine in the chess show. The What If Bobby Fischer Was a Sexy Lady chess show, which is a weird thing to do a show about, but you know what? Go for it. Bobby Fischer, real bad dude. Good at chess, but real bad dude. Although he and I do agree on one thing, the chess had to be fixed, which is why I fixed chess. And even better than Bobby Fischer did. You're asking me to compare apples and oranges, which I refuse to do. That's okay.
Toys or video games?
It's not clear. Careful. Oh, this is going so badly. No!
So, in America, you do have, if you have a production company or a network, they're going to interfere in the writing of a show a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And come up with a lot of notes.
That's just what happens.
Canadian writing rooms run differently.
Usually, yeah.
And Canadian TV production runs differently.
Very differently. All right.
Oh, she was in Furiosa.
Oh, that's who she is. Okay. Yeah, no, she was wonderful. Oh, I love the menu. Okay, I get it.
And yes, Queen's Gambit. I was right. I mean, we've enjoyed her and everything we've seen her in.
Yeah. I've had no bad experiences watching her. She seems great.
Some actors do. It's not really more like it's if writing sucks, but they are invested in their character's development.
Yeah.
So I can give you an example. The show Charm.
Yeah.
When they renegotiated contracts, they all became producers, so they could control their image. So, for example, they didn't want them to have visible tattoos, even though that's a huge thing in the culture, and it made total sense for all the characters that have tattoos.
Oh yeah, it's weird that they didn't.
So then they got to stop covering up their tattoos. They got input in some of the storylines, and will sometimes, and it's a hard walk. It's a hard thing to balance for an actor, especially a woman actor, because they did get input on their storylines, but like you don't want to be labeled troublesome.
Oh yeah.
So like some of the more like
I have no strong feelings about any companies, Diego. But anyway, please continue.
some of the more sexist storylines.
Yeah.
Like they would object to, be like, I don't think this is right for my character.
Oh yeah. And that's my point. After season 2 or 3, you were fundamentally in charge of the show.
Yeah. But then you can have problems like with the show Castle.
Yep.
Where the two leads had very different ideas of where the show should go.
Yep.
She wanted it to be a gritty cop drama. He wanted it to be more comedy.
Yep.
He was right.
Oh, he was absolutely right. There's no question.
Which is ironic since he's now.
Oh, look at that little, look at the cute little animal. Oh, it's a little mouse.
This looks really. I'm getting distracted by this because
It's very adorbs.
I don't know what this is, but this looks adorable. I feel like they should put a little thing at the bottom telling you what game this is.
All the time. Yeah. Well, we'll find out. Don't worry. I'll just type in open world mouse game and it'll tell me.
You know how I feel about mice.
You're in favor of them.
I love mice, y'all. They're riding a moose. They're riding a moose. They're riding a moose.
Do you mean a rabbit?
No, earlier
There was
they
a
were riding
moose?
on the head of a giant moose.
That's amazing.
The rabbit was fun too, but they rode ahead on a head of a giant moose, and now I'm in.
Okay, we'll get it.
100% in.
We'll get it. It's fine. Oh, there's no way this is AI made. Look at it. Ooh, blaster. That looks very cute.
Yeah, I'm not really invested in companies.
No.
I mean, the last sort of company of that ilk that I was invested in was Nintendo, but they've done a lot to,
Alienate everyone?
alienate everyone in the last few years.
Yep.
Just consistently, I love Nintendo and Nintendo games and all that. And, I mean, how do you launch a new Nintendo without having a freaking Mario game?
Oh, here's the crazy thing. Apparently, the new Donkey Kong game is effectively a Wreck-It Ralph game.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it's about him hanging out with a little girl who tells him to smash things.
No, the actor doesn't really have that much say-so.
No, not at all.
An example of that is there's an interview with Jensen Ackles on Inside of You talking about how he got the final script for Supernatural. And, like, yeah, he was able to voice his opinion, and at first he really didn't like the final script. And he literally called the creator and asked, because the creator was no longer working on the show, and asked him to read it and asked for his opinion. And, like, got convinced, okay, fine. But, like, he knew, like, even as the star of the show, of how many seasons does Supernatural have? 10?
15.
15, Jesus. Of a 15-season show, he still had to
Yeah, do
really
what was
think
ordered
about
of him.
what his, response to that.
Exactly. He's one of 2 stars of a show that went for 15 years. That's insane. Nobody has that.
So, like, they have some say-so about their characters, but really, they're still an actor doing a job on a show by writers.
Exactly.
And it's usually the head writer.
I have seen Bad Santa. Solid movie.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't fully hold up.
No, it's not great, but it's a
great.
good
Even
movie.
At the time, it wasn't great, but
Yeah. But no, I mean it's a movie about dirtbag people in a way that only Coen brothers could give us. I know only one of them wrote on it, but it's that kind of look at the bleak underbelly
it's
of
just unlike the Coen brothers.
dirtbags.
It fails to have the I don't know,
Boop.
heart and compassion that
I
other
see what you're
sort of
saying.
movies have.
I can get what
And
you're saying there.
It suffers from a problem.
Ugh.
Things like I reference all the time. The Boys has of like it's supposed to be saying this is bad, but people connect to the bad behavior.
I can see that. Yeah.
Catch up on all your favorite shows.
No idea. Oh, Thornton. Yeah. No, I mean, ooh, Man Who Wasn't There. Brilliant movie.
Man Who Wasn't There is a brilliant and very underrated movie.
And he's really good in the first season of Fargo.
What's the other TV show that was on that?
Catch up with your
Which one?
My dad was watching.
Oh, Goliath.
Goliath isn't bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good show. Yeah, it's not great. It's pretty good. That's true. No, we're not fans of The Boys, but it is the same creator.
It is the same creator. Yes, he has cast a lot of supernatural actors in there, which is
Apparently, everybody is there for the final season.
Yeah, which is great that. I just think The Boys
The Cinefix
is
Top 100.
supposed to be
A list so
satire, but
secretive
too
even
many
we don't know what movies are on
toxic
it
human
or where
beings
they rank.
identify with the
Each episode
context
will
of the
reveal
show,
one of the movies.
and it's just way too
Talk about why it belongs and
Yeah.
finally find out where it ranks.
So Cinefix is doing its top 100 movies.
I have no idea.
And the answer is, there's only one movie that belongs on that list. And that's The Devil Wears Prada. I'm kidding, of course. It's The Thing.
Well, I mean, given what they're advertising in their top 100, I kind
Not
of
impressed by their list?
Titanic and the second Batman movie?
So basic bitch choices.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, okay, seriously, Titanic is not that good. Titanic is boring as hell. There, I said it.
Yeah. Again, basic bitch choices. Come on, we got this. Yes. What's that?
Well, people are watching
Dark Knight? It's called Dark Knight.
Oh, is it Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Should have been 2 movies.
Yep.
Way too long.
A 5-act script. Weird choice.
Didn't make any sense. And it was boring.
Well, you want to know what
Yep.
Well, listen to this.
Die Hard belongs on that.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
But again, there's, from my standpoint, there's The Thing, there's The Man from Nowhere,
Oh God, Man from Nowhere.
and there's What About Bob, and you really don't need other movies.
Ghostbusters.
You got Bill Murray in What About Bob.
Yeah, I know, but Ghostbusters does something to.
Boom.
It changes the way other people do movies.
I don't have a favorite character from The Boys because it's The Boys. Not a good show.
Well, I mean Carl Urban, but.
Well, yeah, I guess Carl Urban by default because he's literally Carl Urban. Like, he's the only person who's literally Carl Urban. We even watched that TV show where he was a cop who had to work with a robot.
Yeah, the same as
Almost Human.
Literally the same plot as that video game you played. What's
Yep.
the video game?
It's the exact same thing as Detroit Become Human.
Detroit Become Human, which made me call it. What was the TV show called again?
Almost Human.
Almost Human. I kept calling the game Almost Human.
Which, totally understandable.
Almost the entire playthrough you did on the channel.
It was pretty funny,
Yeah.
honestly.
And like, it's the same show.
It is. The difference is they had Clancy Brown, so you know.
But they had Carl Urban.
Carl Urban's great, but come on, Clancy Brown.
I've been a big fan of Carl Urban ever since we saw him at a Comic-Con, and he just can quote all of the original Star Trek.
Yeah. He's an obsessive fan to a ridiculous extent.
And talked about filming a scene on Xena with Lucy Lawless and just how awestruck he was by Lucy Lawless, and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because he's not, like, he's talking about how stunning she is, but it's not, he's not being gross. Like,
No.
He's just such a fan.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet.
Yeah, he got to play Caesar on that show, and it was delightful. Yeah, he wasn't in a ton of episodes, but he was really good. Boom. So is that Halo? No, it's not Halo. They just had a gun that looked uncannily like a Halo gun.
We have mixed feelings about you.
We do.
Mostly because you once got death threats over him.
Yep, they don't like it when people review their game poorly. Level 18 Orbital Strike Rocket Barrage.
Oh God, what's the name of it?
The Conversation?
No.
Enemy of the State?
No. What's
Ooh.
French Connection.
French Connection! I prefer The Conversation, but French Connection's amazing.
The Conversation is good. I actually kind of forgot about the
Yeah, it's
Conversation.
really
Now I
good.
want to go watch The Conversation. Love The French Connection.
Such a good movie.
The whole movie was playing in my head before I got to the name.
Yeah.
Fidel Castro, do you want to take this question about who was Fidel Castro? Because I feel like that might be an entire hour.
The hero who saved Cuba from America, and now America's trying to get revenge for that. Just a great hero from history. I'm not saying.
Entirely a hero, but it's not as clear cut as America tries to make it.
I'm not gonna say that. How do I put this? I'm not gonna say that American Cubans are the worst, but a bunch of them literally just got on a boat and tried to shoot. I know. I looked into it last night. Tried to shoot up Cuba. They're like, finally, our moment. We get to go shoot up Cuba.
In a freaking speedboat. It's just such a dumb.
Oh, it was a terrible plan.
So dumb. I feel really bad for the people in Cuba right now.
Yeah. Because America's trying to do a soft war with Cuba, who have done, again, because they've done nothing.
They've done nothing.
No, they don't deserve any of this treatment. Boom.
Most of the struggles of modern day Cuba are caused by the American embargoes of Cuba.
I would say all of the struggles, probably. I don't think they have any struggles that aren't caused by America at this point.
There's some other stuff. But
I mean, really nothing terrible. Like, they're,
you don't want to be queer in Cuba.
No, that was the 60s. They're fine with gay people now. You can get gay married in Cuba. You could get gay married in Cuba before you could get gay married in America.
Well, yes, but America's the worst.
I know. But it was like the same time as Canada. They were on top of it.
Yeah, they were.
No, it used to be bad to be gay in Cuba, but like that was the 60s. They have really taken a, really taken a turn on that.
Yeah, I would definitely say the French Connection.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
What was the other one you said, the Will Smith one?
Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State is actually
Really a delightful movie, a sequel to the film. In every conceivable way, it is a sequel to the film The Conversation, which is weird, but also wonderful. Because one of them is a drama and one of them is a Tony Scott action movie, but they are quite obviously about the same character 20 years apart. It's such a nice choice. Yay, we found the rec site!
Yeah, Gene Hackman.
Oh, we loved you, Gene Hackman. You were amazing.
Good movie. I think his performance in The Birdcage is wonderful.
He's so funny in that.
He is really funny in that.
I think sometimes Siskel and Ebert were too hard on movies, because I just watched their... it shows up on YouTube, old episodes of Siskel and Ebert all the time, and so I'll just turn it on. And I'm watching at 3.5 times speed, so it takes like 5 minutes to watch an episode. And I'm going to say it, I think they were too hard on the remake of The Narrow Margin. I think that was a good movie. Just him and, oh God, Ann Archer, Bonnie Bedelia on a train. And James B. Sicking is the killer who's there, who wants her handed over. It's a good movie. I mean, and I think it's literally, I'm not saying they're super pretentious, but I think because they remembered The Narrow Margin from their childhood, they want to say, well, this one isn't as good as the original. And I saw them doing that, and I'm like, is that how we are with remakes? Because The Narrow Margin is like a good movie, but Narrow Margin, the remake, is really good too.
I mean, I always really liked the Thomas Crown Affair, but I love...
Yeah, the remake is better.
The remake is the better movie.
It's a better movie.
I really like Bedtime Stories. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is
better
a better
movie. Absolutely.
I'm trying to think of a modern day remake.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11,
okay, wait, that's
much
a bad
better.
example.
Well, yeah, that's 20 years ago now.
Okay, I'm actually going to...
25 years ago now. Jesus Christ, we're old.
And like honestly,
I saw that in
the first
college.
Ocean's 11 is just an excuse.
Oh,
for
Liquid
that
Swords has a new game. This is the game I applied for a gig on, but did not get the interview because they wanted to hire locally. I know, I'm sad too. But yeah, it's just a a dirty cop game. Which, God, is there anything I would be better for? But the best part is, it's the guys who made the Mad Max game. They just have a new company name. So the guys who made the Mad Max game, debatably one of the best games of this century. Nice. I can't wait for this thing. I mean, best games of the century so far is the Mad Max game. It is a masterpiece. That year, and again, has there ever been a better year for video games than 2015? We got the Mad Max game, Witcher 3, Arkham Knight, and Metal Gear Solid 5. All in the same year.
You loved True Grit, and I think you also loved 310 Yuma.
Yeah, 310 Yuma is really great. Yeah, True Grit's amazing. It's fantastic. You want to talk about an amazing remake. Wow.
I don't think Dread is a remake, so I'm not...
No, Dread's not a remake. It's just a new Dread adaptation.
I'm not sure. I actually really liked the remake of Italian Job. Of course, we haven't gotten to the remake yet.
It's not great.
It's a fun movie.
I found the satellite!
If you're looking to fight some anomalies and discover the magic of living in Hethro, we've got you
Oh,
covered.
this is
Here's
going
everything
poorly.
you need to know for the upcoming release on April 29th. Presented by NTE. Pre-registration is available now on NTE's official website, PlayStation,
Okay.
the App Store, and Google Play.
Okay, we hated Murder on the Orient Express.
That thing was
That is a
trash.
modern remake that we hated.
That threaten everyday
I'm
life.
trying to find
The official
modern
release
remakes,
features
and it's
over
like
40 anomalies.
It's tough, right?
It's
Come on,
tough.
come on, come on. Yes, I unlocked a new character.
Because the thing is, you get remakes, like American remakes from other countries,
Right.
which I think is a very different thing.
Okay.
And for most of them, I think we both agree we enjoy the originals.
Oh, yeah.
But that's usually not a thing from your childhood that you remember fondly. It's like a separation of 5 to 10 years, which usually an average of 5 years, which is like
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it, but you're right.
yeah, like for example, Old Boy.
Oh, boy.
You see what I'm saying? Like it's not. It's just people like the remake because it's in a language they can understand.
Although not that many people like the remake. It was not great.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like the original is better.
Ow.
So we both said we're not fans of the boys, so we're
Yeah,
not excited.
exactly. All right, now we're gonna find out what this what do you call it does.
The remake of the Stars.
There've been so many remakes. Which one are you talking about? Oh, the Lady Gaga one. That's fine. Yeah. No, she did a great job. So did Bradley
Hated
Cooper.
The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, that was a disaster.
Well, again, the thing that took me entirely out of the movie was the score, because it's arguably one of the greatest. No, it's not arguably. It is one of the greatest scores ever.
Yeah.
And they didn't put the freaking score in the movie. It's the credits and that's it.
Yeah. All right, Psychic time. Oh, you don't have a different upgrade tree for Psychic. That's good.
I haven't watched the live action.
This is FanFest 2026 right here on IGN.
What?
Coming up shortly, we've got a couple games that should strike a chord with music fans. There's Annapurna's coming-of-age narrative adventure.
Well, I'm excited to find out.
Brand new project
Oh, yeah.
of the
Me
original
neither.
Guitar Hero.
I just really like the original, so I feel like I often wonder about remakes that are live action versus cartoons, because I'm like, I feel like the cartoon is more magical, and I don't really know why you remake it live action.
That's fair. Oh, weird.
Yeah, because I would say most modern remakes are either remakes of a cartoon into live action.
Yeah.
Or like remakes from a different, like a different language.
Oh, there's a new He-Man brawler.
Oh, fun.
I'll play that.
Okay,
you kidding me?
I'm loving the original animation.
Yep, they're trying to make it look as much like the original as possible.
Oh my god, that looks so much
You can't hear it, but they're trying to do a 80s style power ballad about never giving up. I'm like, yeah, that is how you market to us. We're not complicated people.
I really liked the A Little Princess remake, but again,
Which one was that?
You know, originally it was Shirley Temple.
Right, yeah, okay. I remember now.
It's just a really, lovely movie.
Okay. Oh, totes.
Did not like the Roses movie.
Oh, that was a disaster.
We turned it off.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
Getting buzzed.
Photon saber.
Again, there's just something that was just bad writing in the story that made me.
There was no TV and
Yeah.
only books about
Like took me completely out of the movie.
I read a book about
Oh, yeah.
the most excellent lady called Jennifer Owen.
Owen.
Nice.
My head's a tumble dryer.
Yup, I'm wasted.
It's hard to find.
Anyway, this
Yeah, we
science
did not
discovered
like
all
the
these
Evil Dead
insects
remake.
and stuff
I
by
also did not
studying
like the
for
Roadhouse
garden.
remake. I know you did.
Ah, it's kind of fun.
I just.
What's your point?
It's missing.
Small
They took
spaces
everything
and
out
carefully
from the
observed
original that made it unique and took it out of the movie.
Whoa.
Ah.
Do you know what I mean? Like all the
Lizards live in my
ridiculous
brain,
shit
man.
that made Roadhouse an
searching.
amazing movie.
Yep.
They took out like all of the
Slater?
weird, like
Shaw?
no, these
Go
are
into some
these are
movies.
bouncers and there's
3
a
movies.
bouncer
When
culture
you
and they're
release
like
2 weeks.
like
Yeah.
famous, like
God damn
all
it,
of the amazing lore.
He's
of the
famous for
movie.
being a bouncer. Oh my
And
god.
I think it was lesser
May have gone
because
too
of that.
far.
Oh, totes.
And I also think,
Gotta walk
oh god,
back,
who's the
'cause
star?
I
Who's
hate
the
driving.
star of the Modern Roadhouse?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
No.
Jake Gyllenhaal is a very talented actor.
Oh, yeah.
He's no Patrick Swayze.
No.
And I don't know if they have a second guy in that movie, but no one.
No, there's no second guy.
Yeah,
There's no
I
Sam Elliott character.
There's one. It's hurt by there being no Sam Elliott character.
It is.
Two. No one can be better than Sam Elliott.
So is this a game about trying to rent a video while high?
Good things.
I don't know.
Okay, that's weird.
I'd watch that.
Ooh, more experience
Oh
points, you
God,
say.
it's brighter than the surface of the sun. I'm suddenly very aware, yet also disconnected from the reality of the video.
All right, so I'll go get the video from IGN and make a what's that thing called? Analysis of it, because that's how I do. Should be a blast and a half.
That's a good one. Oh, never mind.
Oof, XP boost. But yeah, and at the same time, you know what's amazing? Let Them Come, Onslaught, just fantastic. It was the perfect. Again, as I say, this is a genre built on the strange idea of constantly reusing assets from other games. I mean, the original game is, of course, Death State, which is not reusing assets, but that's how it became popular. All right. It's called Mixtape. That's weird. All right, so we're going to wrap up the stream here. Thank you so much for dropping by. Hope you had a good time. I know I did. The 80/20 news is fantastic. We're only 2 months away now. Okay, 2.5 months away. But the point is, we're very close to the game. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited too. We're going to be playing Directive 80/20 in May, and we're going to have constant video games about Directive 80/20 coming up before May, because there's going to be a lot to talk about. So enjoy that. We'll see you back here, but until then, I'll say that's right.